That should not be the story, but it is. And
But it
that's
is.
unfortunate.
Go
And
back 3 years, it was Jerry Sandusky was a ski story.
That's right.
Yeah.
And actually, there is a great story. The basketball player, what was her name? Jimmy, we talked about Laura. What is it?
oh,
Laura
yeah,
Hill.
Lauren Hill.
I love Joe Braverman.
Yeah.
Okay, he knows my brain so much better than I know my brain, which is great because
It does help.
this.
I was going to say,
No,
if
it
you think
does.
I'm going
Believe
anywhere
me.
near that dangerous area, no, that's toxic. I'm leaving that alone.
Before we wrap this thing up and wish everybody happy holidays, I just want to again thank you for coming out, Bob.
Thrilled. Thank you very much.
And I want to talk about one moment in your career that still stands out in so many of our minds.
Oh my God.
And we'll give credit to Alan Miller for this too, because you were one of the most fortunate people in Boston sports history to actually have three of the greatest legends of all time in your studio with that show with Ted Williams, Larry Bird, and Bobby Orr. How did you keep your brain together without getting in awe of that moment?
Well, I just knew, first of all, that there's one person that could have screwed that night up. It was me. The only person sitting on that stage that could have screwed it up show
Well,
was
Ted
me.
could have dropped the F-bomb.
No, Ted was magical. He
Ted
got
was
all
fine
the
at that
energy.
time.
All those two guys are kind of shy and bashful, and they gravitated toward Ted. I don't know. I felt I ought to try to shut up as much as I could and let them, talk as much as they could. Took a little while. It doesn't always happen the way you want it to, but they got started. It was just, you know what? It's an amazing thing, Jimmy. As farther we get away from it, the bigger it gets.
Yeah,
As far as I'm concerned, I still have not watched the show.
Really?
Right.
Even to this day.
Not till I don't have. No.
Question.
Not even.
I would be remiss if I did not ask you this question. Bill Russell.
You know what?
You tried to reach out to him, is that
It was
correct?
1992, 1993. Yeah, and he was not.
And he was not available. I remember.
He was Boston friendly.
Ooh.
But if I did it today, he'd be number one.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it just he wasn't Boston friendly, but he should have been there.
Because we had talked shortly after that, and I'd asked you, and I said, Bob, I know he probably said no.
No,
And you
he said he didn't want any part of it.
He didn't want any
But you know
part
what?
of
He would now, and
anything.
he'd be number one. That's a very fair question. They ask that a lot, and I'd say, well, if we did it now,
Because if
it would be
oh, Lord.
And why haven't you watched it?
I didn't care. I don't, because I'll tell you why. It was just a show. As far as
Right.
we were concerned, we just wanted to do a television show.
Right.
And do the best show we could.
Absolutely.
And make it as unique as possible. Done.
And you didn't want to think about
You know
all the
what?
other
It was
stuff.
over.
That's right. And actually, that's what we try to do on Monday nights here, too.
Question.
Working with him, absolutely.
Question very quickly before you go. And please, come back soon, because I could sit here
Well,
and
you're
talk
gonna
to
have dinner
you for
with us, I
hours and
hope. I
hours
hope
and
you
hours.
hang
No,
out
I have
for a
to
little
go.
while.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. If you break it down from what you just said, I want to know, what was your feeling? Because we can talk about this as performers. What was your feeling the minute that light went off and it was over? 'Cause I always have that something in my head.
No, it was like I was more concerned with getting them out of there. Logistically, without them being hassled by the people that gathered in the studio.
Oh, yes.
Right.
There were more people that said they worked at Channel 4 than I've ever seen in that studio that night. My
Over
God.
1,000
No, I just
employees,
more as
they said.
concerned about
Right.
getting them out of there. The way, we don't have time to talk about how it all developed. It was
No.
supposed to be a Bird and Orr show.
Right.
Then Ted was added at the last minute by his son.
We can talk, hey, next
right.
time
No,
you come
yes,
back, we can
yeah,
talk
I can
about
tell you
but-
that story.
But,
I
but
actually know
Robert,
part of that
you-
story. It's great.
Robert,
Yep.
did okay, once you got him out and everything, did you have a moment to think of as you were driving home? Because sometimes
Yeah.
I do that.
You know what?
were your
That's true.
thoughts then?
Alan Miller and I, producer, we went down to a place called Dad's, which was on Newbury Street.
Newbury Street, yep.
I thought this was pretty funny. Still is one of the great lines, and Alan and I talk about this all the time. After that show, we're down, he and I are just kind of chilling out, saying, hey, we did this, this happened. So we go to Newbury Street, and there's a bachelorette party at Dad's. And there are these bachelorettes dancing on the bar, okay? And then Alan turns to me, and he says, and we thought we had the best show in town tonight. I thought that was a great line.
That's a great
That was
line.
a great line.
That's a great line. That's
Oh,
great.
man.
Bob Lobel, thank you
Please
again.
come back soon, Robert.
Happy
This was too
holidays.
much
Happy
fun.
New Year to you. Good luck with your
Always a
course
pleasure.
at
Good to
Salem
see you,
State.
baby. Stay safe here.
We'll talk for more, but we're going to wrap it up. Jamie Staffson, thank you again
Thanks,
for being
Jimmy.
here every single week
Thank
for helping
you,
us
all
out.
cast of thousands. Thank
The
you.
Seagulls, the Bravermans, the Corbetts, the Kellys who aren't here. We love you all. Thank you all for your support. A
2
happy
weeks,
holiday.
Don't forget, 2 weeks.
And we'll be gone for 2 weeks. So that'll about do it to wrap it up for another edition of the Jimmy's 2014. We'll be back bigger and better in 2015. Hang on, we're going to help you up in a second. In the meantime, give it your line and we're out of here.
God bless you all. May you have a happy and prosperous and safe new year to you and all your family. And remember, that's what it is in sports.
That's what it is.